Yo, holy shit, what is going on everyone? GZTV, welcome to New Music Friday, where we have the first big album reaction of the year. I am here to cover A$AP Rocky's brand new project, Don't Be Dumb, 2 lead singles going into it. We are going to be only listening to the 15 album cuts here, as I did videos on the, shorts pages and stuff. So, just kind of my background on A$AP Rocky, because I haven't really covered him on the channel that much recently anyway, besides the new music he's come out with. I'm a really big fan of A$AP Rocky. I've probably been a fan of him ever since Goldie came out way back in 2013, 2014. So he's been a pretty big part of my upbringing in terms of hip hop and me getting kind of acclimated to that sound as a 12, 13-year-old kid. And he is an absolute icon, and obviously this is a, 8-year wait from the last album. I don't really want to waste any more time, honestly. I kind of want to just get into the album. Pretty cool overlay for this. We got track 1 is Order of Protection. I don't think there's any music videos that came out right as the album came out, but he obviously has 2 music videos for the singles. Huh. By the way, the features are hidden. He gave us a feature list for this album, but they're hidden, so that's great. Okay. Is there going to be a beat drop here? Is there going to be Grim Freestyle on this album? Ooh. I feel like I need this to be louder. I don't know if that affected the output in the video, but I'm going to up this a little bit for you guys. I don't want to get copyrighted, though. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to re-listen to this album. I have a feeling it's not gonna click with me instantly. It's a solid sounding song. I've never really heard his voice sound like that before. Stay hydrated, boys. Daily reminder. I'm recording this on my laptop, so sorry if it's a little finicky. Solid intro track. Yeah. That beat drop just doesn't hit as hard as I would have wanted it to, but it's alright. Ooh. It kind of sucks that doesn't really transition into Helicopter, because I do think with A$AP Rocky it would be nice if these tracks transition as album cuts, but pretty solid intro there. Obviously we're going to skip Helicopter, I already covered it, so we're going to get into the interrogation skit up next, but interesting intro, kind of just a little bit of a message to start the album. I'm sure he's going to get into more hype, more energy, more vibes as the album goes on, but not a bad track. Let's get going. Track 3 is Interrogation. It's a skit. Obviously this album's going to have a lot of law type of themes, given that he had the whole thing with the gun possession charges overseas and all that stuff, so that's kind of the reasoning behind this. Let's go. I would pull up Genius, but I kind of want to guess who's on the tracks. Kind of sounds like Dave Chappelle. Who is that? Interesting. I don't really understand the point of that. I think I'm just going to move on. Maybe there's kind of a message about, mainstream music. I'm trying to be experimental, even though you are one of the most popular artists in the world. I don't really know. Fine. It's an interlude. I mean, I'm probably going to just skip it the second time around. It goes thematically, maybe. And by the way, I'm not really sure what Don't Be Dumb is supposed to mean, but I guess it's going to be interesting looking forward. Here we go. Stole Ya Flow is track 4. I think this is actually a song he's played live before, so I'm excited. Yep. I can't scroll down, it'll get rid of my overlay, but he played this at Rolling Loud, I believe. I'm excited for this. This is dope. It's one of the more anticipated tracks to be on the album. This is classic A$AP Rocky, very siren-y, synthy music. Hard hip-hop too. This is a true Rocky song. Ooh. I like that part. Some people are saying this was a Travis Scott or Drake diss. I guess it's a Drake diss because it's Rihanna and he stole his bitch. Ooh. Ooh. Changes his flows every album. It's insane. That's about as far in the song as he got on the performance, so now this is all new content. Oh. Little Oppenheimer reference. Yeah, this is hard. Yeah, got a new phone by the way, so that's fire. Okay, we got the dark voice effects, classic Rocky. Ooh. Huh. I gotta look up the hidden features that are on this. Lost Mandilo's on this album, by the way. I can't wait to get to that. That's gonna be so interesting. Alright, holy shit, the next song is long, but that is kind of what I expected out of that song. It was an extra verse, compared to what the original version was, but we are already 4 tracks through the album, so that is interesting. We have 13 more. One of them is actually a single, so we'll skip it, so 12 more new songs. Let's go. Stay Here for Life. Given that this is a 6-minute song, this should have features on it. The first 3 or 4 songs we've reacted to has just been Rocky, so I think that is a cool tactic of artists kind of easing you in before giving you features. Let's go. Oh my god, did he... Whoa! Oh my god, is he sampling Mewtwo by King Carson? Oh, it's Bert Fias. Let's go, Bert Fias. That is so cool. Sick. Whoa. He has said he's fucked with Ken Carson recently, and they've linked up. Is there gonna be a beat switch in here? Maybe that's my ADHD brain getting to me. Ooh. Ooh, I like the beat here. That sounds so good over the Mewtwo like lead. It's a really interesting vibe. I like like the little vocal cuts there. Somehow a perfect track for Brent Faiyaz to be on. And by the way, Thundercat's on here, and he's usually like a bassist, so I don't know if he's gonna be here as a vocalist or a bassist. It kind of sounds like he's got some bass in here. A$AP Rocky did not fall off, guys. He can still do this shit. Ooh. That's still Brent. Okay, I was gonna say, is someone else here? God, what a cool beat. Awesome. I hate to compare him to Travis Scott because it's controversial, but it's kind of what happens when like Travis Scott tries to make an R&B song. That's what this sounds like. Yup. We need these vocal effects back into hip hop for sure. Nice layering. Oh shit. Oh, a little chopped and screwed. It's like a Drake type of direction here. Again, I hate to compare them because they're all beefing basically. This could be some Mike Dean shit. You know, he worked on this album as well. What is that sample? Production here is sick. Is this gonna be the whole end of the song? What do we got going on here? We got a little interlude here towards the end, kinda. So it's definitely following a theme, which is really cool, of course. Love the album art, by the way. Shout out to Tim Burton. You know, I always comment on that in my videos. This sounds like the guy that was on Freddie Gibbs' album. What's his name? All right, pretty solid song. I don't think it should have waned on that much again. I think that might be my ADHD brain kind of just getting used to like hip hop being like 2.5 to 3 minute tracks. But there were some beat changes. There were some cool like little inspirations and stuff in there. So pretty solid track. I'm not mad at it. Next up, we have Playa. Again, I don't know if Grem's going to be on here, but let's get into track 6, I believe, which is Playa. Also sounds like something Brent Faiyaz could be on. Maybe he's here twice? Ooh. Gorillaz is on here. I might never know when these people are on here, by the way. It might be that subtle. Very interesting. Playa. Okay. I feel like I'm kind of taking this production for granted, man. This is kind of wild. Sometimes you have to like sit back and think like, wow, this beat's kind of wild. It's like the guitar and then like these like heightened strings in the background. It's crazy. And the beat's so hard while also being calm. Ooh. Okay, that's Rocky. Never heard him rap like this either. What an interesting song. Again, it sounds like something Brent Faiyaz could easily be on. No more baby mama drama for this guy. By the way, the rollout and marketing was absolutely phenomenal for this album. I gotta give him props. Is someone gonna sneak in a verse here, or is this just Rocky? Oh. This is a very unique song in his discography, I have to say. Maybe like Baby Keem could have been on some shit like this, oddly enough. Oh shit. Crazy sampling going on here. This is so odd. Huh. I love just not looking at my phone and enjoying this. It's been great so far. So that was kind of like a mellowed out hip hop song. That was like, it's hard as fuck. He's flowing really hard, but it's also like kind of like glorifying not being a player. Like maybe that's what it is. And like him getting out of his issues he's had maybe to start his career. I'm not really sure. Obviously he's definitely settled down with Rihanna by now, having a couple kids and whatnot. But maybe that's what it's about. I'm not 100% sure, that I'll have to re-listen. Here we go. Up next, I'll just put the track numbers whenever I edit the video, but No Trespassing. So this is an interesting one. Interesting title. Dude, it's like the Tyler the Creator deep voice. I feel like those two kind of inspired each other to do that. It sounds like the one on Bastard. Huh. Ooh. This has like a mid-2010s like Vince Staples Earl Sweatshirt vibe to it. This is crazy. This is the beat. This is very much a Vince Staples beat, by the way. That would have been cool to see him on here. Ooh. I don't know if I like this sound for Rocky, but it's definitely interesting. He's rapping too. Ooh. Bro, Vince Staples should have been on this shit. Or Earl. Such a cool song so far. Such a cool beat. The background's like boop, 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 boop. It's crazy. Ooh. Shit's banging, bro. Bring out the seasoner in me. Pretty graphic imagery here. Sound effects. This is a banger. This is like a West Coast song, but it's got like a psychedelic vibe to it, like a woozy vibe at the same time. Really cool song. I'm definitely like bopping my head. This is sick. Again, that sounded like something that you'd hear off of like Doris by Earl Sweatshirt, or even like Summertime '86. Was that the album title from Vince Staples? Like music like that. That's actually really interesting that A$AP Rocky would take that direction. I just don't know if it fits his sound. So I don't know if I like that being on an album this anticipated and this huge, but still nonetheless, like at face value, it's still a pretty good song. Let's get into Stop Snitching. So there's a lot of like rules. Don't be dumb. Don't snitch. Don't do all this. Like, let's go. Ooh. 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 I have a feeling Boss Man D-Lo is going to be on this song. Nice. This is really cool, man. I'm appreciating this album so far. Ooh. This production is so insane. It's so refreshing. Like the warbling bass, like it's like I'm in a fucking like washing machine or some shit, or like a dishwasher. This shit is fire. A lot of solo tracks. I really respect that out of him so far. Again, obviously there's people in the background probably doing instrumentation, vocal cuts, all that, but not a lot of actual features. True. Is this a 6ix9ine diss? Is this a Gunna diss? I don't know. Such a cool beat. This is just something to vibe in the whip with, bro. Like, seriously. I love that. That's so awesome. And the bass is punching on these songs, too, let me tell you. Wait, who is this? This is a feature. Am I a casual? Damn. Okay, I think I've heard of Sauce Walka before. Interesting, okay. This is like a true gangster album, really. I didn't really expect this. I thought there was going to be a lot more mellowed out songs, which there are, but wow. That was interesting. Sauce Walka, obviously it's been 8 years since A$AP Rocky's dropped an album. We're going to see a lot of like newer hip-hop artists on the album, which is really fucking cool to me. That is really cool. It's crazy. Like guys like Juice WRLD, guys like XXXTentacion, their whole careers played out in the time it took from testing to here. Next song though is Shut the Fuck Up. Maybe these are just rules, like shut the fuck up, don't snitch, don't trespass, don't be dumb, guys. Let's go. Oh, okay. Interesting. I remember this. Whoa. What the fuck? Hey. Love the drum break. This is like some Cherry Bomb shit. Tyler, the Creator. He's gotta be on here, right? Interesting. Who the fuck is that? What the fuck? Okay, bro. This would be in like a Tron movie during an action sequence and he's like dipping through cars. That's what this sounds like. It's a really cool... This is not all Rocky. There's no way. Okay, I gotta take this off for a second. That shit is loud as fuck. I have to get my thoughts out to hear myself. Genius, you're not gonna convince me this is all Rocky. I hope you know that. Because it's not. Interesting. Nice experimental song here. I knew we were gonna kind of get a few of these on the album. If this is Rocky making all these noises, he's hitting some like yeet vocal inflections right now. This is crazy. Love it. When a song is titled Shut the Fuck Up, it's probably gonna be pretty good. That's what I learned. That's vocal cut, and this instrumental has kind of been sampled throughout the marketing. Wow, that's not my favorite song on the album, not even close to it. I think that was a really cool change of pace for this album to have. Again, I know he's going to go in some crazy directions eventually on this thing, and that's a good example of that, so I think we could just keep going. Obviously, again, gonna skip Punk Rocky because that was a single from the album. I have to keep track of what track titles I'm on. I'm probably gonna have to look at that after this. I covered that on the channel. We can skip to the next song. Why does it low-key feel like I'm zooming through this album? Counting this song, we have 7 songs left. That is very interesting, but we have Air Force Black DeMarco here. I don't know what the hell that means. Who's the white DeMarco? I don't know. Let's try it. Okay, he played this in the teasers as well, like at the end of the music videos and stuff. Ooh, what a cool beat. This definitely has the rage, like, Cardi vibe with the synths. Maybe not the drum pattern as much, but the synths give you that, like, whole lot of red vibe. Yeah. Shout out ODB. Oh my god, Tyler the Creator has to be here. You hear the that's Tyler the Creator, it's gotta be. Hey. Oof. Oof. God damn. Oh fuck. Interesting. A little like bridge here maybe? Nah, it's like we're like fucking falling in slow motion or some shit. You could have some damn Kid Cudi up in a part like this. Holy shit. This is another wild song on this thing. Maybe the second half of the album is just him throwing shit at the wall. This is crazy. This shit's cool as fuck. I don't know if his hardcore fans are gonna like a song like this, but it's cool as fuck. Oof. Still haven't heard Tyler, still haven't heard Boss Mandilo, so it's gonna be interesting to see here. Ooh. Oh my god, he is spitting, bro. Such an interesting song. I don't know if I like it, but it's very interesting. I appreciate it. Here we go. Okay, that's a little repetitive, but okay. I feel like he's interpolating someone there. Okay, so that's gonna close out the song. Interesting. There's someone in the background there that's helping him. I don't know who it is, though. That's a really cool part of the song, though, I will admit. Spencer Sutherland. That was pretty sick. Again, this album for sure will probably grow on me. I'm not even glazing it in that way. Okay, I think that the album could easily grow on me. I mean, again, that's not my favorite, but I listened to that instrumental at the end of the Helicopters music video. I was like, oh shit, this sounds really good. Spencer Sutherland, I'm not really sure who that is. I don't think he's a part of any groups or anything, so interesting. Let's keep going. Next up is Whiskey Release Me, so it seems to be a little more introspective. Huh. Interesting sound. This might have been teased as well. Huh. Is Grim Freestyle gonna be on here? It really needs to be. Dude, that would be unbelievably disappointing. If Grim Freestyle wasn't on this shit, I don't think it will be though. This song needs to go somewhere. I'm sorry. It sounds cool, but... Oh shit, there we go. Ooh. This beat sounds like someone would slide on it. I just can't think of who. I guess Rocky is now. He's kind of got that BLP kosher of like... Ooh. Hey. Okay, all these songs have got head bops out of me, so I can't really hate on it too much. Yes, sir. Oh yeah, he's killing this shit. This shit is hard. Ooh, ooh. Ah. It's like all the noises in the background really adds to it. Just a simplistic, classic vibe here. It's gonna be a long-ass video, by the way. I hope y'all are ready. Such a cool flow. Huh. West Side Gun! Oh my god. Does he just give ad-libs? Come on, why do we gotta do that? Give a verse, bro. You're a rapper. Stop doing the ad-libs. Seriously, bro? That's Gorillaz. What the fuck is happening on this song right now? What the fuck? That's so trippy. Gorillaz and West Side Gun on the same song. Are you guys hearing this shit? Okay, like, to be fair, it does suck that West Side Gun didn't have a verse on there, but the ad-libs, I guess, do enough. Like, he makes his presence known on a song, but holy shit, I just can't get over this. Damon Albarn was on here. I guess he was on it the whole fucking time, but West Side Gun gave ad-libs over Gorillaz vocals? That's insane. Let's keep going. Next up, we have Robbery. Let's just get into it, man. A lot of, like, crime we're talking about here. Okay. Another kind of classy start, but it's about to just drop into something crazy, I know. Which is a really cool direction to take. I think Amine, randomly enough, would be really good on a song like this. Oh shit. That's Doechii. I don't care for Doechii, but also, why are we hating on her so much? I don't know. Something tells me Tyler, the Creator, is going to be on this as well, given Doechii and him are close. And she was on a song off of Chromacopia. What a weird song, though. Is this really not going to switch? It's kind of cool, though. He's got a West Coast swagger while being on, like, this classic Italian restaurant beat. This shit's kind of crazy. Kanye could be on some shit like this, too, with how just wild it is. What the fuck? Oh, fuck. Here we go. It's about to get crazy. Whoa. What the fuck? Doechii sounds kind of sexy here, I ain't gonna lie. What's that artist I'm thinking of? Maybe Nelly Furtado? Kind of like a song like that with like a completely different beat in the background. It's like very promiscuous. That was cool. Not a re-listenable track really in the car or on the aux, anything, but really cool song. Okay, interesting. So Doechii and A$AP Rocky rap over this, like, what do you call that genre? I really don't know. It's like classic instrumental music that you would put in like a fancy restaurant. I don't know what that genre is called, but they kind of like rap and like act like intimate and flirtatious towards each other through it, and then it turns out it's a robbery. I don't know. Maybe again, I do have to look through kind of like the conceptualness of the record to kind of get what that means, but definitely a cool song for a change. Let's get into Don't Be Dumb / Trip Baby. This song's gonna be fucking insane. I already know. I already heard some of the beginning, and it is a 2-part song, which is really cool. Yep, here we go. Yeah, this beat is nice. This is a big time, like, anticipated song to be featured here. This is incredible. Okay. Really fucking awesome beat, dude. I don't know who could possibly be on this song, but I feel like it's gonna have a feature. This phone is so sick, by the way. Shit looks fire. Definitely a really cool project. I'm gonna have to re-listen to a bunch of times to really get the gist, but this will definitely be on my album of the year list. Don't get me wrong there. I kind of get the gist of this track already. I'm kind of just waiting for the second half to see what he goes with. Really dope. This is kind of that like R&B, mellow, psychedelic type of music that Rocky's been making for years. So that's really cool to get this on this album. Fucking awesome, dude. That's like a full-on production, like a fucking band came in and made this. So far, my favorite track is probably, it could be Stop Snitching. I like that and Stole Your Flow so far. Obviously, Helicopter was a hell of a fucking single, too. Okay, this track should be switching up soon. Oh, shit, here we go, see? What the fuck? Oh, shit. Really cool sound here. This could be Boss Mandilo. You hear those, you know that? You hear that? This is some Boss Mandilo shit. Y'all ready?
Nope.
I can't remember what those like instruments are called. It sounds like you're kind of like shooting someone, but it's like muted a little bit. Cool. Such an interesting song and such an interesting combination of instruments here too. I'm telling you, he's rapping. Like, you can't even hate on the lyrical ability. You can't even hate on him as a rapper here because he's killing it. If you don't like how it sounds, it's fine, but he's still a touted rapper here. Maybe Boss Mandilo's not on here. What the fuck? Sounds like a Brent Faiyaz vocal cut in the background there, too. Got 3 more songs. All right, so I really think that was his opportunity to put Boss Mandilo on, like, a super experimental, like, where, like, the Florida type of, like, drilly type of beat. Experimental version of that, and he didn't do it, so I don't know. There's 3 more songs. Tyler, the Creator, and Boss Mandilo are yet to come up. Those are the 2 major features that I haven't heard yet, so let's go. Here we go, the end. This is supposed to be the end of the normal album. Now he dropped 2 bonus tracks, so we will be reacting to that as part of the video. So let's get into the end. Huh, interesting sample. That's not Rocky. Ooh, sounds really nice so far. What the hell is going on? Not in a hating way either. This is wild. This is weird in a cool way. This is so spacey. This sounds like something Travis Scott could be on for sure. Sounds like a way back a little bit with the eeriness of it. I hope those guys squash their beef at some point in the future. If you think they look like, you're fucking racist, because they don't. 2 black dudes with box dreads. Let's call them equal. The fuck? What is happening? This is Jessica Pratt. Really cool. She's got a really interesting voice. It's almost got like that iconicness to it that like Dolly Parton has. Got 2 more songs after this and they're both bonuses, so kind of no holds barred here for who could be on those. Cool. It's definitely an album that you have to be in the mood to listen to. I'm not going to say this is something that's just listenable all day long, which there's nothing wrong with that, seriously. There's so many albums I can think of that I used to fuck with in the past that I'm not going to sit here and listen to anymore because it's not like I'm in the vibe to listen to that. My music taste has changed. Very interesting. Oh, Tyler, the Creator. Maybe the song didn't get cleared. Is he going to be on these last 2? I guess he probably will, but very interesting song there. This is not a rap album. It really isn't. You can't even categorize it as that. You call it urban music, you're fucking racist. I mean, like, seriously, you're just being weird. You're pulling the Academy move by putting all black artists under the same fucking umbrella. So this is not a rap album. I guess it kind of is. Like Helicopter, that's a rap song. So if you want to call this a rap album in general, I guess you could, but like, it takes so many crazy directions, like a Steve Lacy type of direction here for kind of what he did with Gemini Rights on, I can't remember what the song's called, I'll think of it as I'm editing, but it's just crazy. Here we go, SWAT Team. It's track 16 technically, but track 1 of disc 2 because it is bonus tracks. Now I wonder if the vinyl will come with the bonus tracks. I think it should. So let's see what we got. This could be wild. Oh shit. Sounds like helicopters or like airplanes. Ooh. Ooh, I like it. Oh yeah, it's a cool ass song. 21 Savage could be on this song for sure. Ooh. Ooh. This beat is fucking crazy. Where do you listen to this at? This is so crazy. You can't play this in front of the hoes. They're not gonna like it. Yeah. Can Boss Mandilo please be on a song here? Like, don't lie to us, dude. He has to be here, right? This could be Tyler's song, actually. I wouldn't be mad if neither of those artists were on here, but dude, don't advertise it and not put them on here. So many changes of tempo and pace, so cool. Unless Boss Mandilo and Tyler are on the same track, that would make for a very interesting song. ASAP Forever, man. Shout out Yams. Ooh, golly. Those synths almost have like an underground, like Che flavor to it. Sounds like something on Rest in Bass Encore. Ooh, shit's sick. Very dope. More helicopters. Again, no Boss Mandilo or Tyler, and we are on the last song. I actually will be kind of mad if at least Tyler the Creator isn't here, because those two have had a long time tandem together, so that would be kind of fucked up for him to do that. But interesting song, man, for sure. That was kind of wild. Really cool song too, so let's just keep it going, finish this album out. Fish and Steak, What It Is. I mean, I think I've heard What It Is as being like a track title for like a snippet or something, so let's get into it. Okay. Please tell me Tyler's gonna be here, bro. He has to be, right? Unless he produced the album, part of it. Wait, whoa. I think he just said Tyler. I love this vocal effect. It's so nostalgic. A lot of southern hip-hop influences here. Ooh, what a fucking cool beat. I have so much recording to do tonight. Tyler could rap on this for sure. This has kind of got the same like fluty sound that Call Me If You Get Lost has. So maybe they recorded it during that time. Ooh. His flows just make these songs. He's definitely not carried by the production. You can't really say that. This sounds like some KODJ Cole shit with just how weird it is. Here comes Tyler. That's Tyler. Who is that? Oh shit. Ugh. Here we go. Time to hear some spitting. I really hope Tyler the Creator goes back to rapping. He is so good at it. Yeah. No Boss Mandilo, huh? He lied, bro. Yeah. No Boss Mandilo. He lied, bro. Where's he at? Maybe someone trolled me. I don't know. Boss Mandilo is genuinely an artist I listen to sometimes, so it kind of sucks, really. This is very much a Call Me If You Get Lost studio session here, if I had to guess. A lot of inspirations here. This album definitely wears them on its sleeve. I think that's great. Alright, man. So we do get the Tyler the Creator feature that we were waiting on. That was cool, man. Tyler was definitely rapping again in kind of his Call Me If You Get Lost era, and that lyrical bag that he has absolutely killed that, like, what, 3 years ago at this point? Maybe 4 years ago? It's crazy that the album came out that long. Wow. That was one of the best live performances I've seen as well, by the way, just a story with that. Still have yet to see A$AP Rocky live. I really hope I can this year with this album coming out and it being a big deal. So, very interesting song. Let's get into the review. I wouldn't say that album breezed by, but damn, that's kind of crazy for an A$AP Rocky album, an album we have been waiting 8 years for. It is a very interesting project. I'm kind of going off the top here, but kind of just getting into a review. This isn't an album I'm absolutely wowed at on first listen. I'm not like, holy shit, album of the year, album of the year. Well, obviously it is right now, because really the only other things it is competing with is NBA Youngboy and the Kid Laroi, and I'm probably not even going to listen to NBA Youngboy just because I'm not really that big of a fan of his anymore. But it's a really good project. Like, you can tell time was put into it. The tracks were selected, the beat selection was very particular, the process, you could tell again that it was very meticulous. Like, it took him a while to put some of these tracks together, and over the years, it's kind of like a timepiece, you know. Over the years, he definitely took some studio sessions from different artists. This wasn't like a thing like, oh, I'm just taking a break for fashion for 7 years, then I'm gonna sit down and work on this album. No, at least since like 2021, 2022, he's definitely been working on this album, so that makes it like a 4 or 5 year process. I wasn't gonna say the other one because you fucking toddlers are gonna be on my ass about the joke there. I'm not gonna put it in the video either. But really interesting features, a lot of unorthodox stuff kind of thrown at you. Again, Gorillaz and West Side Gun is easily one of the highlights of the album, just that combination. I don't know critically that this is going to be a successful album. I think it's going to land somewhere in the camp of testing, because over the last 2 albums of his career, A$AP Rocky has definitely taken a more experimental route, and I am not mad at that at all. There's definitely some really dope tracks on Testing. Now, are there tracks I don't care for? Of course. But it's going to be the same way with here, and that's not a bad thing whatsoever. You can have skips on an album, and I'm cool with that. It's A$AP Rocky. I mean, I'm going to listen. I'm going to be here day one no matter what he drops, because he is one of my favorite artists of of all time. He is probably top 10 favorite artist for me all time. Now, have I fallen off listening to him recently? Of course. But I'm not going to give any number ratings, although I probably should. That'd probably help the end of my year list. It's definitely better than the Kid Laroi. I mean, it definitely offers more musically and creatively, artistically, in terms of the direction, in terms of the concept, and it's really dope to have one of those conceptual albums. This is one of the first, like, really good conceptual albums we've gotten in hip-hop, probably since, like, Utopia, damn near even since Homie If You Get Lost or Chromacopia, some of Tyler, the Creator's. These guys are really good at world building, and A$AP Rocky, I think, damn near better than a lot of his other albums is world building. I think that's what you can give this album credit for. With that being said, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. As always, it has been your boy GCTV. I'm going to, like, bit by bit get this video edited. I'm also doing a J. Cole reaction to the song he dropped on YouTube, so 2 of the entries are going to be A$AP Rocky, but it is his week to drop an album, so I have to do it. I mean, it's A$AP Rocky as well. One of the most iconic artists of the 21st century, so peace.